The Elder System. An update that's been coming for a while is now in Hordetesting. It came along with our glorious Tyrant Lizard King.
3, 2, 1, go. God damn!
Quick word about Rex before we get to Elders. I've been loving him. It definitely needs some small tweaks here and there. I think the pin feature seems a little unfair when it reaches 60 kilometers an hour, but the fact that it has low stamina and high speed makes it something I'm heavily in love with. I mean, just look at this clip.
Oh! Yes, there was a bait! What the fuck? That's a prime elder! That's a prime! You missed! You missed! Oh my! Oh, run out of stamina! 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 Please run out of stamina! They're out of ambush, they're out of ambush. Run out of stamina! Run out of stamina! Run out of stamina! Run out of stamina! Please, yes, he's out of stamina! Holy fuck!
God, I love how they designed him. Anyway, now to the real topic. You now start with 25% growth, and after you pass 75%, you become an elder. And depending on what you accomplish with your life, you can become a prime and beautiful animal with insane stats. Higher weight, higher bite force, higher speed, or this thing. Huh? Seriously, if you don't do those tasks, you're gonna become some pathetic old uncle. Frail Elder Omni can't even get away from Adult Devil. You're cooked. However, let's look at its good side. The fact that we now have a purpose in life is a pretty huge deal. You now have an objective, completion. A thing I really like now is that the whole feeling of I will guaranteed win this battle is gone. Now, whether you'll win a fight or not is even more dependent on the stage of life you're in. You can't immediately predict who's going to win, because you're never going to have set stats. They will always change. Unless you decide to stick to 100%, which I do not recommend. Replicating is basically if you could nest yourself in, except better, considering you aren't a hatchling and your existing mutations get a one-time buff, and you can keep doing it to stack more mutations. Pretty neat, right? Oh, it's all gone. I'm sorry. This is the bad part of this. You can lose it all in a matter of seconds. I personally think it would be cooler if replicating would bring you back to the dinosaur selection menu and have a little plus icon next to the dinosaur that you just completed, so that the next time you spawn as that dinosaur, you will get to keep your second gen mutations. This is very good, as if you'd like to replicate today and spawn fresh with friends tomorrow, or if you'd want to grow with your friends again after replicating, you will be able to, considering you could use a spawn code and keep your replication. But unfortunately, that's not the case, just my suggestion. Another thing I didn't like about the Elder system is how short of a time we have with our adult stage. This stage is pretty important, as since it was the core gameplay once, everybody needs to feel the power at least for a little while longer. However, there's a rumor going around that the devs have sped up the Elder duration for Hordetest, for testing purposes. Now, I don't know how true that is, since they didn't outright agree, but I hope that's the case, because personally I would be very happy to spend extra time with my peak growth. Speaking of peak growth, Prime Elder. What you need for Prime Elder isn't really that much. You basically have to have a pretty normal life in order to get it, such as visiting a sanctuary as a juvenile, visiting few migration and patrol zones, having a perfect diet, never having muscle spasms or infertility, stuff like that. I also have noticed that the Elder system usually punishes those who wants to chill, AFK grow, and just never involve in any action, which I understand. Making this behavior punishing would convince more players to be more active, meaning they interact with each other more and more often and make the game more lively, right? Well, not exactly, because if somebody's AFK through big portions of their lifetime, once they reach adulthood, they will make sure to AFK through Frail Elder as well. If anything, I have a feeling that this will make it so that people want to AFK more often, so that they can keep stacking mutations and play with a really strong mutated dinosaur at the end of the day. And keep in mind, rewarding those who do something right is better than punishing those who don't, especially not at this level. But my prediction of people AFKing more is just a possibility, because we don't exactly know how this system will play out with the majority of the player base. This is our first impression. Who knows? Maybe they'll make tweaks and changes. Maybe they'll let us keep our adult stage longer. It is a horde test after all. We're experimenting here. Also, I've been seeing people entombing themselves in the middle of the fight to save their mutations. And a lot of people have significant hate towards this. In my opinion, this is not that big of a deal people make it to be. I understand that they can replicate to immediately avoid a fight, or replicate mid-fight to save mutations. But think about it. You're getting your food, and they're accepting defeat, and even offering their body to you. Why would you be complaining? And think about it this way. Why would they save their replication for until a fight happens? They would have to have prime stats to even consider saving their replication for later. And even then, if they feel like they can win a fight, they're going to participate in that fight. They would only replicate knowing they'll lose the fight guaranteed. And even then, it's better than them jumping off of a cliff, body denying into water, or even combat logging. And I can hear some of you saying, but Deepie, everyone will be doing this then. There will be no real fights. Will everyone you encounter guaranteed be 100% grown? And even if they are, do you think every single one of them will keep their replication button until a fight happens? Imagine this, a Dibble. He could instantly get pinned and killed by a Rex, or grabbed by a Dino and drowned. Will he have time to sleep and replicate? No. Imagine a Rex. He could get pinned by another Rex, or knocked down by a Trike and thrashed. Will he have enough time to sleep and replicate? No. So, keeping your replication as a give-up tool will be a dumb idea, and anyone who succeeds it are going to be redeemed lucky people offering their body to you. This is okay. If it gets too heated, a simple fix such as only replicate when your health is full can be implemented. But in my personal opinion, having the feature to give up on a fight is okay. I personally have been warming up to Elder System so far, but for all of those who have hate towards it, I understand your pain. This is a significant change from what we're used to, but we'll get used to it. Anyway, that's it from me. Let me know how you feel about the Elder System in the comments section. Love you guys. Deepie signing off. Peace.
Stop recording here. 3, 2, 1, go.
No,
One,
I'm pinning someone.
2,
I wanna join. That's true.
Alright, Eagle, walk up to the water and drink. Only Eagle. The other ones can like stand right behind it, okay? There we go.
It's safe.
And then Dino lunch.
Oh
What
shit, I
the
missed.
Let's retake. Stop recording. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Spawn in. Right next to each other. Look at each other too tall. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Nice. Nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's all I needed. You guys cool. Oh my god!
This thing-
Where did Gibbs? Why am I jumping?
chasing me?
Alright, I wanna die. Come here.
No.
Hey, you, Stego! Fall to the floor, please.
I don't know.
Fall to the floor.
I don't know.